What's up, you guys? I'm here with a new video today, and I'm here to bring you guys my updated Dark World list for April 2016. We got double allure back. It's freaking awesome. I just want to show you guys version number 1 of Dark World. There will be multiple versions on this channel because for a lot of people that don't know, you can play Dark Worlds multiple ways. There's the way I have here. There's the Dark Creator build, which is a personal favorite of mine, and there's also the Nutso build where you literally just draw horror through your whole deck, just getting to like your answers and your win conditions, quote unquote. So I'm just going to get into the first build, and I'll explain things as I go. So yeah, it feels good to pick up the Dark World deck again. So let's go with the standards. We got 3 Grappa, 3 Snow, and 3 Brow. That is your basic 9 Dark Worlds that pretty much you'll play in any Dark World deck. Shouldn't really need any explanations. If you don't know what they do, you can watch my previous deck profiles. This time I'm running 2 Beige. The reason being is that Beige has always been in a way superior to Silva for the fact that you can normal summon it and bounce it for Grappa at worst. It works as just a really good monster to discard because it always will give you a monster on the board, and it'll give you a way to survive longer through the games when you don't have Grappa. Plus it makes for easy rank 4s with like Transarchfiend itself, etc. So I really like the card, and I'm testing 2 for now. And then I am still playing the 2 Silvas. I've always loved Silva. At one point I was running Silva over Beige completely. Of course, that was several formats ago. I like the ability to make the rank 5s. I like the ability to have a 2300 beater that turns into 26 with Gates of the Dark World. And if for some weird reason it ever got discarded by my opponent's card effect, let's face it, it's just a blowout at that point. So yeah, so 2 Silvas. And then for the 1-ups, I want to run just 1 Transarchfiend. I'm testing 1 right now. It might bump it to 2 or 3, depends on how the card tests. Just really good. It's an instant discard outlet. And discarding that with Beige makes for rank 4 plays, so I like it. Plus its recycle ability with when it dies, being able to bring back a banished card is really good. So that, and then just 1 Tour Guide. Obviously you can only run 1, and then 1 Fiendish Rhino Warrior, which is new to the deck. I had never played it before. I've seen it in other lists, and what I really like about it is basically if he turns into another Foolish for Grappa if need be. I also run 1 Gateway to the Dark World, so it lets me put pretty much any Dark World in there, play Gateway, bring it back, then bounce for Grappa, so it's pretty good. So yeah, so that's it for the monsters. I believe it's 16. For the spell, it's pretty standard. 3 Gates, 3 Dealings, 3 Drag Down. And this is where we'd have 3 upstarts, but let's keep going. 2 Allure, which is awesome. So glad to have this. You just want to get to your cards. You have multiple Beiges. You have, you have the Transarchfiend. You just have ways to just, banish your cards, get them back with Transarchfiend. You just want to get to your cards. You want to speed through your deck as fast as possible. In the OCG, they play 3. So, I mean, come on. Like, they got it made. And then for the rest of the spells, 2 MST. I didn't think Twin Twister was good in this deck because, if it worked like that, if you could discard the Dark Worlds and get their effects, it would be, it would be awesome. But I really like Typhoon. I don't like giving up cards. I like being able to just go 1 for 1. There's not too many cards that really give you that much trouble. Obviously, Anti-Spell Fragrance can be a problem, Magic Deflector and all that stuff. But honestly, like when playing Dark World, you're just trying to get to Grappa and just, beat your opponent down. So I put 2 Typhoons in for now. I have 2 Dark Holes and 1 Raigeki. Board wipes because Dark World's basically, Grappa is infinite, so you can Dark Hole, you can Raigeki, get your guys back. And you need them in certain matchups. You need to get over problematic monsters. So that's for that. And then I run, of course, the 1 Upstart. Got to keep the deck 39 cards. And I decided to add 1 trade-in, basically as like another Upstart. It works with Grappa only, obviously. It's just something I'm testing. I like it because sometimes you just you don't draw Foolish. You don't have a way to put Grappa in the grave. And a lot of times, destroying cards is not the best thing, like especially against Cosmos. So trading is just there as like another acceleration card to get you to your card. So it's just something that's testing right now. And there's only 3 targets, so 1 was the perfect number. And then I am testing 1 Gateway to the Dark World. This is kind of an old school card. Basically, you target 1 Dark World monster in your grave, special summon that target. You can't special summon other monsters. Turn you activate this card. So basically, it's like a quick play call. You quick play it, bring back a big guy, or bring back Grappa. And what I like doing this is like if I have it, I can just activate it, and then I can just bring back Silva. And, the next turn bounce for Grappa, then possibly keep going and just dropping Silva again, bouncing for another Grappa, and that's how you make your rank 8s really fast. And then 1 Foolish to end the spells. It's a lot of spells. I think it's 20 spells. And then on to the traps. I'm playing traps in this build. I'm playing 1 Eradicator because the card is insane. Use it against Monarchs. You pretty much just win because it just blows them out. call in spells. Play the 1 skill drain because it's a floodgate. It works really well in this deck. The monsters aren't really affected at all. Plus, it shuts down several decks in the format. Obviously, it's not that great against Cosmo. It's not that great against BA, but it's good against Monarchs. It's good against other decks. So it's a really just good floodgate in general. Just 1 Torrential, 1 Emptiness. Emptiness is obvious, it's a flood. Torrential, I'm testing. Like I've said before in previous deck profiles, Dark Worlds don't really suffer when you clear the board because Grapha is infinite. So as long as you have a monster to always bounce back for Grapha, you basically have Grapha on board pretty much all game. So I really like the card. So still testing it though. I think it's just a good answer to people who overextend, especially because you're playing against a deck like this. You're not going to think, oh, what are they playing? And they just walk into Torrential. So yeah. So that's it for my traps. Just 4 traps. So it's 40 cards in the main deck. I'll get onto the extra deck real quick, then explain a couple things. Alright, for the rank 8s, 1 Felgrand, 1 Hope Harbinger, 1 Zombie Stein, and 1 number 107. These 2 are self-explanatory, they're busted. Zombie Stein is busted too, it's a 4500 beater. Like, this card is just the nuts. Like, if you don't know what this card does, once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach a material and send 1 card from your hand to the grave to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Change the card to defense position. If you do, negate the face-up card's effect until the end phase. So basically, you can put this in defense and then just, negate the monster's effect. That's not what's relevant. What's relevant is that it's a 4500 beat stick. It fucking just beats over everything. So I really like this card. And number 107 is interesting too because it can gain 1000 attack during the battle phase and it can attack twice. So you can create OTKs out of this. Another reason why this card is in here is I don't have it now, but that other Neo Galaxy, the big guy, I think it's 4000 attack. It's not Dark Matter, but there's another one that you can overlay over this. I saw this in an OCG list. I don't have it, but I've always played this card for the rank 8, so that'll definitely change as I get one, and that'll be in an updated build. So you just overlay that. I mean, you could technically just play Dark Matter, put Dark Matter over this as a 4000 beater, but for now, that's what I'm playing for the rank 8s. And then the 1 rank 7, one Gaia Charger. You guys pretty much know why, because I'm playing the 5. So for the 5s, I'm playing Magnaliger, Volcasaurus, and Shark Fortress. So I'm only playing those. This extra deck, believe it or not, has been hard to put together because, when you're playing 3s, 4s, and 5s, you have to have like some flexibility. So I was trying to think, what are the best ones I can use? Magnaliger is obvious, Volcasaurus is obvious, and Shark Fortress, I mean, it's pretty much an OTK, so to me, these were the best ones to play. I know you could play Zenmayo, you could play Adrius. Adrius is another one I've considered, but for now, I'm just playing these 3, just because it gives me options, it gives me monster destruction, basically kill the opponent, and basically kill the opponent. Like, it just gives you those options with Silva, plus, hard to say like how often double Silva would come up, but I just want to have the options there. And then obviously Gaia Charger is there to overlay over either one of these, because I mean, if you resolve this, I think you should win the game right there. So yeah, so that's it for my 5s. And then for my 4s, I'm playing 1 Giant Hand, 1 Key Beetle, 1 Castel, and 1 Dweller. So Hand is pretty self-explanatory. It's decent. I mean, I've never thought the card was the best, but it's good in this deck. If you're able to make it, with like Graph and like a board, it's good. Key Beetle is to protect floodgates, protect your gates, protect anything really. Dweller is self-explanatory against Burning Abyss, Water, etc. And then Castel does what Castel does best. My favorite play with Castel has always been just spin away the Cosmo Town. That's just me. I don't know. But that's it for the 4s. And then for the 3s, I'm only playing 3 3s. 1 Leviair, 1 Zen Maze, and 1 Acid Golem. Looks like 2011, 2012 all over again. These are self-explanatory. This combo is still there. Zen Mains is a good stall. Like if you really have nothing going first, you really don't want to go first. Like you want to try and go second. And Acid Golem, because we do play Skill Drain, and it's just a big beater. So yeah. So that's it for the extra deck and the main. I don't think there's too much to explain in the deck. I mean, I think all of this is pretty standard for a first build. I guess these little I wouldn't even call them tech cards. I'd call them more of just, making the deck more, I guess, flexible. This is like an acceleration card, and this is more of a let's bring back a Dark World. Like I said, my favorite play, sometimes you'll just have a Dark World in there, and you'll just bring it back at the end phase. Your turn, you'll bounce it for Grapha before you even start your play, and if you have another Grapha, just summon. Boom, there's your rank 8. Like, I really like that. That's just a play I've always liked in the deck, so yeah. Other than that, I pretty much explained the traps. There's not really much to say. Obviously, Key Beetle Emptiness is pretty cool. Eradicator can just be a blowout in certain matches. Board wipes, because we don't, we have a lot of board wipes. If you look at it, we got 4 board wipes, and obviously none of them, obviously Regeki doesn't affect us. Dark Hole and Torrential don't really hurt us that much either, so that's what I like about it. This is just version 1, like I said. Obviously I really like this, because, being able to send Grapha is just really good. A lot of people have always thought over the years, and I too was guilty of this, that, you just wanted Grapha to blow things up, and the format has changed so much to where the main thing you want to do is put him in the grave. Bring him back, make your rank 8s, bring him back again, and just unleash the, just open the gates of hell on your opponent, basically. Just be like, boom, with all your monsters and just win. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. This is version number 1. I will bring you guys the Dark Creator build as soon as I put it together, as well as the Nutso build, which I know is a fan favorite. My boy Gage, ex-Scapegoat, loves loves that build, and I'm gonna try to make it work with the Malefic Stardust and all that stuff. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think. If you like the deck, let me know. I know a lot of people don't like Dark Worlds, but I mean, it's been years, you guys. Get over it. Like, the deck is obviously not going to be tier 1, but it is just another deck to play. Like, we're tired of the same damn decks here in Yu-Gi-Oh! So being able to play something different is always fun. Plus, I mean, Dark Worlds, whether you hate them, whether you love them, like, they're worth a shot. They're worth playing. They're worth, just, trying to do cool things with, because I think the deck can do a lot of cool combos if you let them, and if you actually invest the time and learn how to play the deck. So yeah, so that's all I got to say, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know any other deck profiles you'd like to see. If there's like other versions of Dark World that I haven't mentioned, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've covered all the main ones. Your basic, your Dark Creator, and your Nutso, like, draw whore builds. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.